There we go. All right. Let's test something weird. I had a theory. All right, I want to see what the second fish I catch is. Oh, is that not Max? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Decent first fish. Not quite. Maybe with the lure rod, it's literally the second cast, since it auto-determines the fish. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. The question is, do I want to save or reset? We'll save. This is a wild theory, but I'm testing it. We're going for it today. I mean, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. What else am I supposed to do? It was this or play Pokemon Crystal. I decided on this. Take a quick drink. The sun's not even up. Alright, yeah, my suspicion is it's the second fish you catch, because that was that insane fish I literally couldn't catch. Oh, what is that? Oh. My God. Have some pride. At least the bots ask me how my day is. That or you have to quit the game and it's the second fish ever. Like as soon as you get a fishing pole. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. Taking little huffs of copium whenever I can. Nope, not a good fish. Excuse me. Shoot. I'm gonna try to catch one more fish, and then we're gonna run over there, because it looks like it's going to be daytime. Let's just go until we catch a giant fish, and then we'll save. Because I feel like they come in groups. I know that's the classic, it's the last place you look. But when like you're on an actual... 1 second, June just yelled at me. What is that? What does she want? Where are you? Oh, God, this cat. She's bitching about the litter box. But when I'm doing levels, I notice that, like, you just catch one fish that's way bigger than all the rest, and that's the one that gets you the, God dang, I can't talk. I wanted to say the badge, but I meant medal. I don't know, maybe it's the same here. People are always talking about how RNG is actually hard to make truly random. More often than not, it's like procedurally generated number. Ah, it's out there. 18 plus. Decent fight. If it's a Hama Hama, this is good. A decent fish. Oh my gosh, she is like smacking everything. I can hear she's hitting my cabinet in the bathroom. Nice. I believe that's a record setter. That is incredible. I love it. I'm gonna get a screenshot. If he'll stop squirming, I feel bad. Look at that. All right, somebody's coming out after that. 146, 129, 110. Ooh. 149, 136. That's the 500. $144, 146. I think we get rid of the 146. Or do I get... I'm gonna get rid of the... I'm gonna do it. Yeah. For old Imshi Hama. Is that it? The one to my left? No, that's the old one. I don't think it's bigger. I'm gonna go save though. Or should I have kept fishing? Should I keep fishing? I'm just gonna keep fishing. Whatever. We'll just do 2 hours of fishing. Oh, I should have just stayed there. Why are you running? Don't like to chase. Alright, line it up with Max's hat, because that'll be goofy. If I can even do it. Probably not, because I'm unskilled. Oh god, I don't have skills. Why can't I use the D-pad? Why do I keep catching such giant Hama Hamas? Alright, so wait, what have I caught? Like 4 fish? 5 fish? I'm gonna stick to the 10 fish thing. So we caught the first two. The third one was the Hama Hama, so that's 4, right? Oh, decent. Not giant, but decent. Oh, so wait. Maybe the fish is predetermined? Like, in a... No, because they have it figured out. I need to better understand what they have written in their comment below their post on their giant fish post. I think they caught a 176 centimeter Kaji. Is that what they said? I can't remember. I wish I understand all this stuff more. Every time I try, I get it less. So this should be 6? I wish I could do things like count. Yard, but even that'd be too difficult. Ah, not bad, not bad. A bit too easy, but that's what we're looking for, though. Is that bite way out there? I'm so confused. Why can I not? Oh, that's why I'm not getting the angle right. So this is 8. Should I just stick it out? We're catching decent fish. Okay. But I'm wondering if I keep reeling in, there are chances to catch other fish, but by doing this, I am only putting myself out there for the possibility of bigger fish. Like, I could catch big fish if I reeled all the way in. But I can only catch the biggest fish out here. Not that I can't possibly beat my record, even, if I reeled in more, but I am more likely to catch the perfect fish out here. Again, I could potentially be throwing away record-setting fish, but if I want that 99 to 100%, I think they're only out here. I don't know, though. I could be totally wrong. So you just get a different feeling from these fish. You just can't push it. It's literally night and day. Let's see, that one wasn't that big. Why did it feel that way? That was interesting. I caught him in the middle of the night. I don't think it matters anymore. I think I'm gonna be able to start telling the difference between a Kaji and a Hama Hama soon. Because if I can get it out of my head that they're time-based. Because I didn't think their times overlapped this much. I think it's the lure rod changing things. Oh my gosh. Freaking George managed to get into the cabinet. It was my fault. I forgot to put the cushion and the bar stool up. So he used his nose to push the door in hard enough that it bounced open, and he knocked all the cat food onto the floor. It was too much cat food just to throw away and move on and get a new bag. I had to salvage it. I felt bad, but I am a neat freak, so I felt pretty good about what I salvaged. Well, I shouldn't even say I. I believe my mom salvaged more than I did. I was too busy picking shit out of it. I was salvaging while she was sweeping. Literally turned our backs for like a second. And that is the fun thing about owning animals, is they are all different. I've had many types of food-motivated dogs, but I've never had one that is, like, so secretly food-motivated. Oh my god, we got that perfectly on Max's hat. Like I said, we used to have one dog that would just steal your food outright from you. George has never done that. He's never stolen food from me. Or anybody, for that matter. Even at, like, a outing at, like, a fair or something when we go to see a bunch of people sitting down eating french fries and stuff. Oh my god. We had a dog that was so bad. I mean, literally steal food out of your hands. It was horrible. It was so embarrassing, but, like, at, like, 5 years old, what do you do? Like, I believe they call that a character trait at that point. It's a behavior. I think it's funny that dogs get away with so much, but like a cat with a bad attitude and people are just like, ah, God. But like dogs can have some of the craziest quirks and they just get away with it for being dogs. But it's changing. One of my favorite things is people are sick and tired of letting other people's dogs jump on them. Oh my god. I'm so glad that has never become, like, acceptable. That sucks. There's nothing worse than walking into somebody's house and their dog jumps on you immediately. Nothing more blessed than being the person at a party that the dog chooses to sit next to, but cannot say the same when you walk into somebody's house and you are smacked in the chest by a dog. That is one of the few times I think a little dog actually wins, because it's like they jump up on your leg and it's like, oh yeah, no, stop. Like, my pants, my blue jeans. I don't think a nice enough event to worry about your pants is gonna have a dog jumping at it. But like sometimes you got a nice coat on or something. Like coats are expensive, especially if you live in a northern state where you have to have one that is like rain and wind resistant. That sucks to get dirty because that is not easy to clean. Those are usually dry clean only. Ski coats are not cheap. Gotta get those bad boys at Goodwill. Or wait until you basically find one you like and wait until next year's summer sale and then hope that some got left over and they're on like super sale. Don't go to outlet malls though. They make that shit shitty on purpose. That's a scam. All right, so the question is, do I want to save and reset? Sciencey me says yes. Go with the lucky placebo. Says stay with it because we already caught a giant fish, but it wasn't number 2, which is okay. Yeah, it's a terrible fish. We're out of here. We're also only catching like hama-hamas. That's so weird, isn't it? Oh my god. I gotta stop cleaning the litter box before I stream. I gotta switch these memory cards. I miss me towers. Well, that was a scary fast load. I apologize. I was actually looking at my phone for once. I'm actually not sure why. I was on the Dark Cloud subreddit and I got downvoted for just... I mean, I guess I was talking smack if I look back at it, but... I don't know. But whatever. We will happily play some Dark Cloud 2. Alright, so I believe that was 10. We're actually going to pay attention this time. It's got to be out there. Okay, so that was the second cast. So if it was going to be that fish, it's over. I guess I should bring in the first 2 casts completely to test that theory then? Because theoretically I could be throwing away records, like I said. Alright, there's 7. 7 was too many. I do want to test this theory though, at least. We'll do groups of 10 today. And again, what I'm trying to do is see if I'm even capable of catching a perfect fish, which again, I think is out there. Because why, I mean, why would you cast as far away as possible? I mean, I guess that... I don't know, I don't get it. Okay, decent. Not a perfect fish, but... this is better. We were 18. 18.1, I think. I can't just reel it straight in. I can hold it down. I'm guessing this is most likely a small Kaji or a large Hama Hama. I mean, it has to be one of those two, but... oh, why did that not pull in? Okay, so... sub 300. So a large Hama Hama is about a 275 to 300 Kaji. Okay. It's good info. Can't tell if I need to be doing quicker or longer ones. I should be focusing on what I'm doing. feel like that's what we determined with the bait rod, though, was that it floated closer to you. The less likely you were to catch a perfect fish. I wish I had it all written down. I should have been writing stuff down. Okay. If the next fish we catch is big, I'm gonna be excited. I'd rather catch very few fish, but each one be perfect. Not perfect, but working towards it, rather than any small ones, which we were catching small ones last time. We did catch a giant fish right at the start, but... This one's okay. It's about the same as the last one, difficulty-wise. Maybe a little harder. Not bad. Okay, that was our second fish. That wasn't bad. We're looking good. Let's do 10 fish. See if there's a monster among them, and then I'm gonna save and try again. Unless everything we catch for 10 fish is a monster here. I mean, that's 2 decent fish. That's 3 good fish. This one's more of a tap. I can still hold the X button down. But record setters, you gotta tap it. Okay, so these seem more difficult than they should be. Is it because I'm catching them out here? I don't know. That would be neat. Interesting. Not bad. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. But not what I'm looking for. That was kind of small. Not happy about that. The difficulty has been better on all these fish than the last... Like maybe before I hit the reset. Again, we haven't caught anything as big as that first Hama Hama. Oh, I just coincidentally found the perfect spot to stand. Okay. So what are we on? Fish number 5? Who knows? It's impossible to keep track of something like that. Okay, this isn't incredibly promising. Oh, no good. Alright, so I don't know, maybe we try until we catch a big fish and then save and quit? So obviously fishing for 12 hours straight does not guarantee us anything. Good morning. Welcome back. I know I said I wouldn't be doing this, but I had questions. I had questions that I wanted answered, and I googled it, and at 10 p.m. Pacific time, the Steam sale goes on sale, or whatever you want to say, goes public. And I'm probably going to check out some games, and then download some games, and upload some stuff to YouTube. And then maybe I'll stream again after that, but I want to get some morning streaming in. And I had a theory that potentially your best fish is caught in the first 10 fish. Actually, I thought it was caught in the first 2 fish, but I kind of disproved that. And now I'm working on the theory of that the biggest fish are out at the furthest point, but that kind of just proved that, as you saw. Okay, this one's decent. This is better. This isn't a record, but... that's not good. Oh shoot, what fish was I on? 7? I don't know. It's not like I'd be able to count anyways. It's a couple games I'm actually excited to see if I can get for cheap. Dark Souls 2. What else was on my list? Final Fantasy 3 is on sale right now, but I don't know if I want to deep dive into that game again. That took me so long to get through. And I never even finished it. I got to farming, I think it was Odin, and I gave up. I only gave up, though, because I realized that I was playing on the actual DS, and I couldn't access any of the Wi-Fi stuff, so bummer. But what else do I have on there? Chrono Trigger's on sale right now. Dragon Quest Heroes is the Dynasty Warriors version. I was waiting to see if that goes on sale. However, I can get that on PS4 physical for like $14 any day. I don't even know if I'm interested in playing Dark Souls 3 again. I love Dark Souls 3, great game, but like... honestly, I feel like it's more commercial than Elden Ring is. With that being said, though, it is a great game. Alright, do I just need to start bringing it in all the way? I don't know. These are not good fish, though, I can tell you that much. That is 3 in a row small fish. Oh, the, oh, what's it called? Convergence mod or something? Oh, what's it called? I've heard great things of it. Seamless co-op. Couldn't think of seamless co-op for some reason. In my defense, the sun is just now rising. It is early in the morning. Yeah, I don't always agree with modding. I think if you enjoy modding, go ahead, like, just, you know, do what's fun. That's, you know, how you have a hobby. But I personally don't agree with modding. However, from what I've heard and seen, Elden Ring just blew it not having seamless co-op be like a base feature. Like, it already has co-op. That's something Dark Souls is almost kind of teetered on having, and after seeing seamless co-op be so successful, they should have just gone all the way. And if they don't go all the way with their next game, they're missing out. I would actually play those games online with random people if they had seamless co-op like that. I think that would be so fun just to, like... although that almost teeters on MMO. Like, Destiny-esque. They could do it. Of all the people that could pull an MMO out of their ass, it would be From Software. Again, I'm not one to tell a company how to make their game, which I think is what modding is. But they really screwed it up. That is one of the few times I think a company half-baked an idea and they should have gone all the way with it. Because you can do co-op around... it's those... what are they? I actually don't even know what they're called. They're like the little obelisks, like little white pillars. And they're pretty frequent. They should... yeah. Because I've watched a couple people do seamless co-op, and they always say it's just a better experience. I mean, I've watched it. It looks like a more fun experience. Everybody being able to hop on torrent and be able to go do stuff. Now, I can understand having to balance the game around that and whatnot, and yada yada this, but if some modders can do it, I think FromSoft can do it. And also, I'm a firm believer in just flipping your game to offline mode. Like, I do agree with everybody who says it takes a lot of resources to make stuff like that, but I think if the game is successful enough and has a fan base for it, you go for it. But I am somebody who plays a lot of online games in an offline mode just because I don't give a shit. I like that it's there. I don't ever use it, but I like it. Games with other players, I downloaded the Seamless Co-op mod, and it was great fun. I don't have anyone that wants to do it from start to finish, though. Well, are you asking people to duo it from start to finish, all, 165 bosses? Or are you asking them to play the fun parts of the game? Because that's two different questions. Yeah. Hey, you missed a catacomb back there. I know. But that's the one with the double watchdogs. Not the double sword watchdogs, but the staff ones. And that's the problem, is like it didn't even have to be. I think they like... Again, I don't like thinking I know better than a company, but like, they went so half-baked on some of the stuff in Elden Ring that it makes me question their designing as like a whole, if they were like scared, or I don't know. I think I completed probably 75% of all of Elden Ring. The last time I went back and played, I was still finding stuff. I thought I had watched like just about every YouTube tutorial on where everything was, but like, I mean, there's just like you said, there's so much optional stuff. Like, unless you want to get this specific sword to do a build with it, you're not gonna get these 3 talismans either. And the reason for that is there's another sword that's like twice as good and does the exact same thing. It's just what I don't get. Like, some of the stuff in Elden Ring is so overpowered that it really does funnel you into using it. And that's what's sad too, is I bet there are some catacombs you did enjoy. Like the couple of unique ones. Like, I remember the first time I actually, and everybody I think does, that you go into the catacomb where they design like a quad layered one and you think that you've gone through it already, but you're like, wait, no, it's different. And then you go down another layer and you're like, okay, no, this is messing with me. I loved that. I didn't like the catacombs. I still don't like all the catacombs. There's some that I do like. But like, again, it's one of those things where it finally makes me question their design philosophy, because it was just like, man, cut like 10 of them. Like, were you trying to meet an hours quota? Like, I don't know anything about game development, but like, it just, every so often I find something in a game that truly makes me go, why? For instance, why do bleed builds get so many items, but like, there's no pyromancy armor in the game? Jumping attacks. Jumping attacks get an armor piece, a talisman, and maybe something else? Same with Bleed, though. Bleed gets a talisman and a helmet. Sword Sorceries gets a helmet and maybe a full armor set. I can't remember. I think it's just the hat. But like, it's just so weird to me, like, why they chose some things to buff like crazy and then other things are just like, no. Like, make it all broken. I mean, I do... Look how tiny that is. I should just... I want to catch one giant fish and then move on, but I also feel like I'm not going to catch a giant fish because I'm catching non-stop tiny Hama Hama. So maybe I should just... Yeah, maybe I should just move on. I've probably caught nothing but tiny Hama Hama. So, like, I agree with you that they can't make everything completely feel like it's worth doing, because then it's just... I mean, that's the worst thing in a game, is everything is, like, good. Because then you have to collect it all, and then you get to the building process, and you're like, well, what items do I use? But from what I've learned, people don't care about each other's builds. So, like, the people who want to use swords and axes are never going to look at the staffs and other things. So, like, I feel like you're fine to make those as strong as possible, because they were never going to use them anyways. And, like, the cloth wearers were never going to check out the giant two-handed swords and stuff. But at the same time, I feel like you actually open up the potential for... Okay, yeah. I'm going to save and try again, because we're catching terrible fish. I have no proof that this game is seeded, but I've believed it from the beginning. I need to switch those memory cards. My heart skips a beat every time. I guess I could technically do it right now, but I don't feel like doing it. I'd rather do it when I don't have the disc in. And it's been quick loading today, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Okay, it didn't quick load, of course it didn't. Alright. So my original theory, again, was that... I don't know. Some developer was just like, this is too cruel. I don't want people to have to fish forever. So every so often, the fish they need to, like, complete the medal, or the biggest fish they can catch, will be the second fish they encounter. Not every time. Sometimes. Because it has happened to me a suspicious amount of times that the second fish I come across is just ridiculous. Again, could be pink placebo potion. It bestows energy. But what it's more than likely is just bullshit RNG. However, I want to know. And there's really no way to know unless I was to look at the code and know for sure, and I can't do that. And I wouldn't understand it if I could do that. Or to fish a shitload and try to use my monkey brain to pick up on patterns that make my reptile brain go, hide under a rock, hide under a rock, hide under a rock. And together, I might be able to figure something out. Oh wait, no, I said I was gonna reel it in the whole way. Shoot. Okay, it's decent. It's not a monster, but it's flying in. Look at that thing. Okay. I lied. I lied right to your face. I apologize. That was not a monster. You could just type small boy again if you wanted. My other idea was basically just another version of the one I said, except instead of the first 2, it's the first 10, which would be more than likely, because that keeps a player from spending forever fishing, but at the same time would cost you at least 800 gilda every fishing session. And with how many levels there are with fishing, that's kind of costly. Or again, it's just totally RNG and they didn't give a shit, because look at monster transformation. Or maybe it's seeded in the way that I just caught like 12 Hama Hama back to back and 6 of them were tiny. I don't know. I usually need somebody much smarter than me to explain it to somebody else much smarter than them, to re-explain it to the person who is smarter than me but less smart than them, so that they can re-explain it in a way that I'll actually understand it. And then I usually like start to get it. It's a process. Why am I only catching Hama Hama though? Like that's... Oh, this, what is this? This fish is tiny. I've caught Bon that put up a bigger fight than this. Look at him. You can't even see him from certain angles. I'm gonna try to get a picture when he flips his tail up. Is that the smallest one I've caught? I know he's precious. I'm not sure. That might have been the smallest one I've ever caught. Odds are you wouldn't even be able to see him in the tank. If it wasn't for the fact that I would forget he's in there, I would put him in my tank, but he would be so small, I would forget that I have a sixth fish in there, and I would just get angry every so often, like, why don't I have another fish in there? And then be like, oh, wait, that's right. He'll get released, and hopefully he grows into a giant fish. He needs time. Okay, I'm getting nothing. Ooh. Hopefully I shouldn't have stuck with that first one where I caught that massive fish. I'll never know, though. It's like shiny hunting. It's literally throwing your freaking time to fate and just being like, I trust this random game from the 90s, or I guess it's the early 2000s, to not screw me over for the next 2 years. Which is literally where I've been with Pokemon Crystal. I want that damn Celebi. I spent last night looking for it. Nothing. Nothing. Although, I only spent, I think, like 28 minutes watching a video. And it is not the fastest soft reset, but... Again, it's just me personally. I know this is a me thing. But, like, when I catch a shiny, and I've done this, when I catch a shiny and I'm, like, watching TV or something, I honestly remember what I'm watching more than I actually remember catching the shiny, and that bums me out. Pixelmon in Minecraft, I remember that. I honestly thought that was going to be, like, world-changing. Like, oh my god, Pokemon's gonna see this, and they're gonna have to do a collaboration, and it's gonna be huge. And then, like, if I remember correctly, it basically just didn't get cease and desisted. And then eventually they kind of collaborated. But they collaborated enough that they could say they did. But they never did anything with it, if I remember correctly. Or they just never got cease and desisted and people thought they collaborated. But, oh my god, who did I watch play Pixelmon? It was back when I was watching Minecraft, so it had to be like the Yogscast or something. Oh my god, when was the last time I watched a Yogscast video? Woo! What has that been? 14 years? Oh my god, I feel old. Oh, my back hurts. I need to sit up straight. I need to sit up straight. I need to drink some water. Oh god. Do I have any vitamin D pills? Where's a collagen tablet? My skin looks bad. I'm fucking aging over here rapidly. Oh. Stop it! What? No! Why am I catching so many tiny Hama Hama? Oh my god, is it in the way I'm reeling or something? I choose not. Okay, here we go. Here's a fish. Bad distance, but better fish than I've seen. It's gonna be a small Kaji, I bet. Oh, I maxed the fishing pole out the other day. It's done. It took 12 hours. 12 and a half hours. Nice. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's just another Hama Hama, though. So yeah, I have this one done. And this one done. I just like fishing. Again, I actually like seeing the fish itself. I like fish. I like ichthyology. I mean, for God's sakes, not many people, I think, have a favorite fish and don't mean to eat. And I'm not into aquarium keeping. Although I have had aquariums in the past. I've kept fish. I'm not good at it. I don't have that. Stop! I'm doing it. I'm gonna... Alright, sorry, tiny child. Grow up to be big and strong. Gerald of Shigura Village. We're not seeing any Kaji. That's weird, right? I'm gonna keep working on this reset theory. Because I'm crazy. I think I have to get affiliate before I can make my own emojis. Or, what are those called? I'm old. Are they called emojis? What do you kids call those these days? I'll actually have to like download emotes, same thing. I'll actually have to like download Photoshop, but it would be so fun. And I'm sure somebody else could do this before me. But like put the wiggling Kaji or Hama Hama down there so you could like spam those. I think that'd be fun. God, remember one day. I hilariously put that memory card in slot 1 so I could play new games because I ran out of save space. And I'm just still playing the games I was. Although I have managed to drop both Borderlands games. They're so much fun, but I don't remember the level up systems being so weird. See, yeah, I think that's just like a bygone era thing that, like, I don't want to say, oh, we're the gamers. But like master saves and stuff like that, they don't exist anymore. Most games just don't even allow you to make a master save that you can like, okay, I'm gonna play from this one and all right, that was a fun 200-hour playthrough. I'm gonna pick this game up in another year, and here's my save file that I grinded all the best weapons and everything at the very beginning of the game. But like, I mean, that's one of the only things I truly hate about From Software games. Is like, if you make a perfect character, you get one playthrough with it. That is the only enjoyment you get of that playthrough. And it's a fun time, great memories, but like, I think that would make Dark Souls infinitely better. Is if you could just make a save file at the top of your thing, and it's just like, all right, this is the character that has the Mask of the Child and the Black Knight Halberd. I got both drops on one playthrough, and that's always going to be my favorite playthrough. But like, I mean, I also get that it's more replayability if you don't do that, but at the same time, for people like me, it's more replayability that way. But everybody's different. Every game developer's different. I am but one person in this game-playing world. But yeah, I mean, that was something like a lot of people I knew back in the day did with their PS2s, was like, oh yeah, this is my save file where I've skipped the first hour of this game so I don't have to watch the cutscenes anymore. And it's like, oh, thank God. How many cutscenes are there? And it's like, well, the tutorial's pretty fun, but I think there's 45 minutes of unskippable cutscenes. And it's like, oh my God, I forgot about that. It's like a movie. And it's like, yeah. Heck, Dark Cloud 2 is one of those games. It has that minute-long unskippable cutscene, and while it's only, I think it's like a minute and a half or minute 10, it kills me every time. I literally am at the point where I just get up and walk away, because like, it's just an unbearable minute. But again, I think that's just a bygone era. Games aren't made that way anymore. And it's not bad. It's just, again, it's from a bygone era where like speedrunning wasn't even something developers thought about. Back then, nobody ever thought about somebody starting their game over and over and over and over and over and over without completing it. Because that's the only way you'd ever experience the beginning enough times to get tired of it. But in like the modern era, a lot of developers try to make their tutorials quick and easy because it might get you some viewers if you have a good speedrun. But I don't know, we're in a weird time with gaming. I don't want to say the gaming industry's trash, because we've never potentially been able to make better games than we can now. I mean, again, look at Baldur's Gate 3. I think we're stuck in a shitty chasing the high era, and I don't want to say this because I hate them, but I think we actually need Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out. I'm gonna say it right now. I might be the first person. I hope that game flops. I truly do. We need that game to do well because we need another fucking Grand Theft Auto renaissance where even games like Jak and Daxter are copying it again. But, like, honestly at this point, they've been releasing shark cards for Grand Theft Auto 5 for so long that I wouldn't doubt that we're about to get Starfielded. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be terrible. It's written on the wall. All those games people have been waiting for, we're seeing them now. It's not good. Final Fantasy 16? Like, come on. Those games used to be anticipated. Kingdom Hearts 3? I mean, like, I've never seen a franchise appear in the limelight and just fuck it up. You had Square Enix, some of the biggest nerd producers back in the day, partnered up with Disney. Like, how do you actually screw that up? Easily is the answer, apparently. Although that's a bad example because I don't think Kingdom Hearts chased a single gaming sensation. It just sucked. I think I've only ever played through 3 of them. And I used to consider myself a big Kingdom Hearts fan. But, man, I mean, like, I literally have watched probably the top 5 rated Kingdom Hearts stories explained videos on YouTube, and I still can't explain it. Yeah, I read a little bit about that. I'm not huge in that community, but, like, those games have always been consistently getting just, like, better. Not as much as they can be, but, like, it's always funny seeing, like, the new stuff they added. But, like, this, was it the one, are you talking about the one that added, like, warthogs and stuff? And it was like, okay, what are you guys doing? Or am I a Forza behind? My biggest disappointment as of late has been Borderlands 3, and I'm still like, Simcade game that, oh, I haven't even heard of that. Huh. I'll have to go check that out. Okay, well, the fact that I haven't heard of it is a clear indicator of what that means. This is so weird. Why am I only catching Hama-Hamas? What am I doing wrong? Unless it's a Kaji. Nope, it's a Hama-Hama. I'm doing something. There's something I'm noticing patterns. A Forza Horizon series, which to be fair, Horizon 5 was... Okay. Okay. I remember seeing a lot of clips of that one all over Reddit, and I just remember always thinking to myself, like, are these ads? And it's like, no, they're not showing me anything good. Why am I seeing so many posts of this game? Which is crazy, because a long time ago, I had a stepbrother who was way into racing games. And I always remember those being, like, the ones he got most excited about. Whereas, like, back in the day, the arcade ones were, like, I mean, not even Need for Speed, but, like, Midnight Club and stuff. And then, yeah, like, Need for Speed Most Wanted was, it was arcadey. But, like, that was a game back in the day. Everybody who played Need for Speed Most Wanted went, alright, it's good, it's good. But yeah, Forza was always cutting edge. That's crazy that they're, like... But see, like, it's, again, games are better than ever, so, like, they shouldn't be stagnating. But like, it's so interesting. Yeah, if I see that on sale, I might have to check that out for myself. I wouldn't stream that, but I'd actually enjoy just checking that out. But like, I wonder if it's like the Mappa effect. And I know there's other companies that do this, but like Mappa's kind of the biggest one right now in the hot plate or hot seat. But like, it's just employees being worked to the point where like, even if they wanted to put out something good, they can't. Or if it's the Pokemon situation where they're just literally not even putting their best people on the project. Because Pokemon straight up admitted that in the past, that they don't even put their best people on Pokemon games anymore. And it's just like, okay, why are you even telling us that? Look at the day one patch of the new Forza Motorsport LO, over 100 bugs and glitches fixed. See, yeah, like that. I'm not a hashtag patient gamer. I buy plenty of games day one with the DLC bonuses, even though I know they're trash. I don't care. If I want the fucking extra 5 minutes that the DLC items are gonna save me, I think the extra $10 is worth my 5 minutes sometimes. I don't care. But like, that's just unacceptable. That whole we can fix it after, it makes me want to not buy games on release anymore. Oh, stop! This is so weird. This is so weird. What is going on? I was catching decent fish the other day. Now it's just hama-hamas. Tiny ones. Yeah. I literally have no desire for that. I don't even know what I would do if I won it. Like, it would just take up more inventory space in my bags, and I would just have to throw fish away faster. Okay, he's decent. This has to be a Kaji. Has to be. It's a hama-hama! What is with all the hama-hamas? Oh my gosh. Is it like... I'm actually starting to think it's the way I'm doing this. I wonder if I should shake differently. See, that doesn't feel like a Kaji, though. This feels like a hama-hama. What do I know? My brain's melted from doing this. Oh, great example. It's not a brand new game, but like, two new games that just caught my attention. Well, I shouldn't say that. Lethal Company caught everybody's attention. But that was made by a single guy, I think. Like, Lethal Company, Stardew Valley, was it Fez? Was that the name of the game? Or is that the guy that made the game? Where you're like a little cube guy. Yeah, like, we're not in a bad time for new games. I genuinely think, and a lot of people have said this better than I have, but I genuinely think it is just a bad time for game developers. We need more people like 2009's Respawn, where they left the Call of Duty franchise and made their own company. But like, I don't think the money's there for small companies to do stuff like that anymore. Yeah, and that's, I don't know if that's just like, I don't know what that is. I don't know, because I know people my age, 30 plus, who just bitch about graphics. I have had friends in the past who literally can't start a game if the graphics don't look right, and that drives me up the wall. Like, if something's tearing and like there's motion blur on, fix it if you don't like it. But like, I just can't. I grew up with that CRTV look, and it's not that I prefer it, it's just like, I'll take artistic integrity over hyper-realism. If hyper-realism is all you have to offer, meh. Like, tell me one thing actually about Crysis. My favorite that I saw in recent years was that, what was that guy's name? I could find it in like 2 seconds, but he made the demakes of like Elden Ring and Bloodborne. Oh, those were so cool. I loved watching all the big streamers play through those. Yeah, Elden Ring's like right on the cusp. For me, I think the perfect looking game is Final Fantasy XII. It's got some ugly things that could be fixed in modern times, and that's what I'm talking about. But it's realistic enough, while at the same time having stylized graphics that it's timeless. However, I'll admit it, Vaughn's abs look ridiculous. But like Wind Waker, Borderlands, all those like cel-shaded kind of stuff. Well, they aren't kinda, they are. It's timeless, but not everybody likes it. Whereas I think if you get like a cartoony realism like Elden Ring, it's realistic, but at the same time, it's not. I think that yeah, Elden Ring's pretty much right there on the line. I was literally just having, not an argument, but a conversation with somebody today. It borderlined on debate, but we agreed quickly. About what the best generation of Pokemon are, simply for the sprites that they look. Like, what are they called? Not backs, is it just a front sprite? But like the best generation to look at the Pokemon at. And it was an interesting little debate. Again, we agreed quickly. Tiny Kaji, I hate this. What has happened? Something's happening. But like, I mean, pixels can be beautiful. It doesn't have to be 10,000 triangles meshed on a girl's bosom. See, that's what I said, but they argued that the back sprites of Black and White are more pixelated than Heart Gold and Soul Silver's, making Heart Gold, Soul Silver the superior one. But I was like, if you're arguing back sprites, then Gen 5 wins, because we're talking front sprites. So we agreed quickly that if we're talking front and back, it's Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but if we're talking just front sprites, Gen 5's got it won. I think Gen 2, primarily Crystal, is the best game ever. But like, I think the first 5 generations of Pokemon are wonderful. So like, you're missing out on so many Pokemon. So again, my vote always goes Gen 5, Gen 2, Gen 4, Gen 3. And then the 3D sprites are just, ugh. I think some of them are getting better, but like, I just don't like 3D Pokemon. And this is coming from somebody who put 600 hours into Pokemon X and Y. Both of them. Not just one, but 1,200 hours in both. 600 on each. I played the heck out of those games. Oros too, but too many of my favorite Pokemon got butchered. I don't like it. Stop with the Hama-Hamas! Stop! It is not Hama-Hama time! Yeah, again, if X and Y did better justice... Well, I shouldn't say that. If they did better justice to my sprites in the 3D world, I'd probably play Oros instead of X and Y, if I'm being honest with you. I do like X and Y, don't get me wrong. Hitting sick tricks on my roller skates and then grinding on a rail on that one route. Hours. I literally spent hours doing that because it was the first time in a Pokemon game where I was just like, yes, they care about us. Finding out you could do pirouettes with the fucking joystick, so much fun. But like, two of my favorite Pokemon, Feraligatr and Haunter, I just can't look at them. Haxorus, I can't look at them. They're just so ugly to me that it ruins the game. And I know that's petty, but like, I'm the one playing it. Honestly, my biggest disappointment from Oros, since most of my favorite Pokemon aren't catchable in that generation, was that I spent like 3 days breeding a shiny Sharpedo and I couldn't see it when I was surfing on it. That broke my heart. Literally broke my heart. Because I think shiny Kyogre works actually, and they're like the same color purple. Noivern's so good. Such a good addition. And I don't even hate like modern Pokemon. There's a lot of them from generations that I know nothing about that I actually really like. Like what's the Sun and Moon dragon type? Is it Fighting Dragon, I think? The one with all the scales? I love him. It makes me sad that I actually don't play those games. Or is he Scarlet and Violet? No. I don't know. There's the new Apple Hydra. I love it. It's so good looking. I know I listed 2 dragons, but get off my back. I remember loving Noivern when it came out. I can't remember exactly what I was doing with it, but I remember using it because it was like, oh yeah, this Pokemon's sweet. Because I'm almost 99% sure it gets U-turn. And in Gen 6, U-turn and Volt Switch were like super hot. Anything that could learn them used them. And I just remember like, okay, this is my special attack sweeper for the end of the game. I just got to get everybody weak enough that he can clean up. And if he comes out and he can't clean up, he just U-turns back. But don't leave me hanging. There's enough room where you could have typed who your favorite was. Is it Noibat? Alright, until you clarify, Noivern's your favorite Pokemon. Ooh, shiny Ninetales. Great choice. Great choice. That's a phenomenal choice. Honestly, Ninetales probably could have been one of my favorite Pokemon growing up. I like it. I really do. But, like, it's always had terrible movesets. It's never been a standout Pokemon, which I think is criminal. Same thing for Arcanine. I think Arcanine only gets by because he gets extreme speed. Nice, that's a good one. Especially in Pixelmon. Ooh, that would be a great Heart Gold and Soul Silver target. Do any of the starters match? No. But if I did Meganium, I could do a Silver and Gold theme. What other Pokemon in Gen 4 are Silver and Gold? I've got Meganium and Ninetales. Steelix. Steelix is Gold. Okay, so we need a Silver Pokemon. Who else is Silver? Eevee is Silver. It sucks to not evolve it, but that's a Silver one, so we're at 4. You said Arctic Fox hilariously as I'm saying Silver Eevee. So wait, what about... Well, you know, Shiny Ninetales is cooler than Alola Ninetales. Alola Ninetales is actually pretty good, though, I think. He was used in, I think, Gen 5 pretty competitively. I mean, yeah. But I think any Pokemon that needs a nasty plot to do damage is kind of hurting. It's just, I mean, like, the first 2 generations, its best move was Fire Spin. Like, what were they thinking? I get trapping moves are broken in Gen 1, but, like, it should have just had something that made it stand out. Okay, here we go. This is the best fish I've seen all day. So my idea was to quit after I saw this, but I'm not having any luck today. I'm not sure what to do. I'm catching tiny fish today. So, like, maybe I just need to stick it out? That's not a big fish. This is so weird. Gen 8 Sun and Moon was when Dynamax was introduced, and I saw a fair amount of Arcanine. He was really... Oh, okay, that'd probably be why I didn't... Yeah, I didn't play Gen 8 at all. Gen 6 is... I played for, like, the first month. Oh, here we go. I'm glad I didn't quit. This is better, I think. I played for, like, the first 2 months of OROS, and then just... That was it. I stopped playing Pokemon for years. Actually, I stopped playing like a couple months after OROS, and I finally played Pokemon again when Pokemon Go came out. So it was probably a year and a half. $310, that's better. I used to watch a ton of competitive Pokemon. Gens 4 through 6. When I stopped, like, playing, I watched a good deal, but some of my favorite Pokemon players just kind of fell off. Actually, some of them just disappeared entirely. And not even to play other games, they just disappeared. Who did I used to watch? I was talking about this the other day. Blame Truth, The Flaming Spade, and Hayden were 3 I almost always watched. And then there was some others that I would watch occasionally. However, there's so many Pokemon Showdown content creators now that you can just watch whatever you want. And not that that's a problem, it's just... It's the market. Wolfie's cool. I like that Wolfie found a community for himself, because I felt bad that, I mean, like, mean, he really brought a spotlight to how unpopular the actual, like, competition side of it was. People liked competitive battling, but, like, the best of the best people were not known by name. So, like, he actually did a really good job of using his spotlight for the moment to draw attention to it and create a platform, and I really respected that. And it's neat, too, because you can actually watch, like, his growth as a content creator, because he wasn't one. He was just a good player. But he's grown incredibly fast. He makes great videos now. I think if he was a little more technically skilled in, like, Pokemon making, he could be a huge figure in the community for the rest of time. Like Point Crow is massive in this community just because of his skills and stuff. I don't think he's actually, like, that technically advanced as, like, a Nuzlocke himself. But, like, he makes @sign makes all the mods. Or, not mods, ROMs, I think. I haven't watched his recent documentary. The last thing I watched was how Pokemon saved ice types, which I think is a couple weeks old. Sometimes his videos aren't for me, but I like Pokemon challenges. He's probably one of my favorite Pokemon content creators of all time. I don't like every Pokemon Nuzlocke he does, because sometimes, like, they're too difficult to the point where I feel like he's literally just playing Calculator Simulator. But, like, his finished products, when he walks you back through his Nuzlocks, are so good. And I think for a while there, I think he was revolutionizing how other people did their ad breaks, and I thought it was hilarious. Sometimes I would be doing something and I would just notice that he's actually talking about an ad, and I would chuckle. But yeah, some of those Kaizo games are literally just Calc Simulator, and I don't like that. That was one thing I hated about high-level Pokemon Showdown play, was you could immediately tell who was using a calculator and who wasn't, and it was just like, okay, buddy, play the game. Time stalling is another reason I quit playing those games. I'm petty as hell, and if I think somebody's time stalling me, I'll quit the game. I think my time's too valuable. Hearthstone. Oh my god, when roping became like an actual way to win. Ugh. I caught myself doing it one time, and I deleted Hearthstone. I haven't played it since. I literally thought to myself, like, if I just wait out every turn as long as possible, he'll quit or I'll win. And it was just like, delete the fucking game, you're a loser. You should not be playing this game. Ugh. I can't even remember what I was on. I was on, like, Exodia 5.6. I was, like, getting to the point where I was making my, what is it? I think it's just called Quest Mage. But, like, my Quest Mage could essentially draw the entire deck by, like, turn 10. And so long as I didn't burn any cards, I won. And with ice blocks, it was sickening. I literally just felt bad because it was like, okay, if I can just get them to quit or I win. And it was just like, you're a freak. Don't do that. Don't do that. Delete the game. I probably still won that match and then deleted the game, but... Oh my god, yeah, because I remember I didn't play for a long time. And then when I came back, I saw all the new cards, and I basically just hopped into Wild. And it was like, alright, let's see what Quest Mage had, and how many draw cards I can add to it. And I literally would just draw so many draw cards that it was essentially just a cycling deck. And so long as the opponent didn't make me burn a card, I won. It was so dumb. But I would go on Reddit and see people talking about like, we're playing solitaire today. And it was like, ugh. Am I the baddie? And the answer was yes. I was the bad guy. If I see another Hama under 60 centimeters, I'm going to scream. I'm going to scream like a pouty child. I am so excited to see what's on sale today. I love a good sale. Again, if I think a game looks good and it's got a pre-order bonus, I usually go for it. I'm a sucker. But like, if a game is over 10 years old, I ain't buying that shit for full price. Stop. That money is not changing the developer's mind about making a new version of that game. I hate people who think like that. Oh, I always try to buy games full price so the developers know that people are still interested. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up with that opinion. Capcom does not care that you paid full price for Dino Crisis 1. Now, if that was on a bait rod, that'd be a perfect Hama. But since we're on the lure rod, it ain't shit. I will say, surprisingly, Dark Cloud 2 is probably one of the games I've put the most hours into and bought the least amount of copies of. Which is kind of sad now that I think about it. Although, it just goes to show how fucking powerful the PS2 is. This thing doesn't stop. But I had my original copy for like 20 years, and it just died this year. Well, it might have died recently, and I just didn't notice, but it just started like not working completely. And then I did buy it on the PS4. And then, like I said, I had to get a new copy of it so I could keep playing it. So I've bought 3 copies over, like, what, 23 years or 22 years, I think? 22 years now. No, I think this game came out in 2002 of December, so not quite. Alright, if this fish isn't a monster, I'm saving and restarting. Okay, well, it was non-existent. I'm, like, almost starting to, like, question my entire existence if I'm not, like, summoning fish based on the fucking placement of these coins in my inventory. RNG is weird. Good luck with that. Oh my god. I have never played League of Legends. I have played Smite, which is like League Light. Alright, this is not a good fish, so I am going to save and restart again. We're going to keep on that. Oh, wait, no. We're at the 2-hour mark. We'll just finish this out and then do it. Don't worry about me. I had a roommate who I choose not to actually believe it and think it was a hyperbole, but like I also know that it probably wasn't. But he said I think he spent $13,000 on League. I choose not to believe it and think it's an exaggeration and it's actually 1,300 and he just misspoke. But I don't know. I've slipped. I slipped while playing Genshin Impact, and I have no problem admitting that because I got over my addiction. But I've slipped. I've seen it. I've been on the dirty side of a fucking Target wall picking up gift cards. I've been there. I have shame. I'm a human. I'll never say that I'm bad. It's not fucking true. I'm perfect. I am human. I am a perfect human being. I have crawled on the floor looking to see if there were gift cards because I'm picking up a Christmas gift the day of. You kids like Roblox, right? Right? Of course they do. My God. I actually remember liking, like, gift card season. Whether it was a birthday, a holiday, or some special event in your family turned gift giving season. Some people give gifts on the weirdest days, but I respect it. Find joy in your family. If you can. Some people have no joy in their family, and I feel for you. But oh my God, yeah, for a long time, gift cards were the way to go. You never knew what you were going to get a gift card to, but odds are you knew you were going to spend it. And then the whole gift cards were like my introduction to the bullshit of microtransactions. Here's a $10 gift card to Chipotle. It's $12 to get food there. You motherfucker, I'm gonna have to buy more shit. You're tricking me here. It never saved me though. I still fall for microtransactions sometimes. Oh, a red hat for $3. Absolutely. I've played this game for 60 hours. I deserve it. Thank you. I'm still gonna talk to myself though. See, that's a decent Hama. What? Don't get tricked. Why am I catching so many Hamas? It's what it wants you to think. Has it always been Hamas? Oh wait. What did I catch when I did this? I caught something. Was it just another Hama? I actually don't remember what I caught. We'll have to do it again. Run it back. Hey, you're decent. Do you want to be my record? No. There's plenty of fish in the sea, but where are all the big ones at? Where are the big, beautiful fishes? I got 99 problems, but a big fish ain't one. Big fish ain't one. There's a way to say that and get it all in. Big fish ain't big fish ain't one. I gotta cut the G off, I think. Big fish ain't one. Oh God, I'm losing my mind, aren't I? Okay. Maybe I'm not. That's a tapper. I can reel that up just a smidge. Get in my record book. I don't think I've caught a single fish over the 95 percentile with this lure rod. I think I've caught exactly 2 fish on the 93 percentile. See, that's not that big of a fish. But the question is, if I'd have reeled him in from all the way back, would he have been a perfect fish? I don't know. From what I understand, the fish is determined the second the bobber hits the water. If you're not going to catch a fish, you have to reset it, which is why you shake the thing. However, every shake should reset the potential fish. Meaning that could be a perfect fish, 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 that could be a perfect fish. And now it's moved. Although this is a decent fish. Our length was only at 15 meters, and it has a maximum of 19. It makes sense in my mind that the maximum size fish is caught from 19 to 18 meters. But I guess it just doesn't matter. Although, I'm a man of suspicion, and I just moved all my coins around because I was upset, and I am catching bigger fish now. God, I hate being suspicious. Why did I have to move the coins? It's some Rain Man shit right now. Alright, couple more minutes and then this 2-hour session's over. So let's try the different swing. I got all the last ones uploaded to YouTube, believe it or not. I was actually pretty quick on that. I'm usually really slow about getting title cards made, or what are they called? Thumbnails. I'm usually really slow about getting thumbnails made and the videos uploaded, but I actually picked a bunch of good thumbnails. Had them all. See, if I actually take screenshots of the fish while I'm playing, it's easier to just go back and be like, oh yeah, here's the giant fish from that episode. Thumbnail. Oh, here's the funny part from that episode. Thumbnail. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't expect to catch a fish that way. This guy's flying in. How small is this fish? 58. Now, hold the phone. Did I just catch that Kaji doing the other thing because of luck? Or because of... Because the game tells you itself to try different things out, which is just annoying. Games should never tell you to trial and error stuff. That's just lazy. Now, if it was like, hey, these are all the different options. Try to figure out which fish are caught by the different ones. It'd be like, okay, at least I know what I'm working with. But, like, they just straight up are like, yeah, try some different combinations and see what you find. And it's like, what buttons? What do you mean combinations? I was gonna try to make a pentagram with the... Alright, there's the 2-hour mark. If I catch a giant fish, we're gonna stick around. If I don't, we're gonna reset. That's decent. It's not decent. What is this? Ugh, this is so confusing. I honestly feel like I'm understanding this the lure rod less and less. Alright, so I just reeled in a Hama Hama doing the other method. I'm going to catch one more fish. If it's giant, I'm saving and restarting. Or no, if it's giant, I'm just going to start the next video. Oh, see, that's decent. We're catching decent fish all of a sudden. This is so weird. I genuinely... I can't tell if it's RNG or if I moved my coins and can change the game's code. Am I inserting code? Alright, I can't tell. We're just gonna end here. Alright, if you're seeing this, you're probably gonna watch the next one. But thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I think it's a Thursday, so hopefully we can all make it to Friday in TGIF. But, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you live in a time with giant apocalyptic, like, vegetables. Maybe the VeggieTales was a warning. I don't know. But hopefully I see you in the next one.